Welcome in. It's Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here. Thanks for joining us. Coming up on today's show, we are talking about breakout stars in 2023. Not just breakout candidates who's going to step up, but who could potentially turn into a star, a household name this season, beyond just in Seattle, but across the entire National Football League. We'll tell you a few names to watch for coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, let's get some good vibes going for your Seattle Seahawks as they get ready for 2023. Training camp almost here. I think that we should get the mojo going simply by just hitting that like button. If you support the Seahawks team, you want to see them step up and have a great year and get everything started on the right foot, go ahead and hit that like button to show some love for your Seattle Seahawks and for their players, their staff, their personnel. We want everybody to have a fantastic season. Go ahead and hit that like button. We'll get started with today's show. So the folks at 12th Man Rising, who did a really good job covering the Seahawks, they put a list together, their top three breakout stars to watch for the Seahawks this year. Household names that everybody will know before the end of the season, and beyond just Seahawk fans, but just everywhere. And where we'll start today is a name that I think every Seahawk fan knows pretty well, but I don't think that he got the attention that he deserved around the rest of the National Football League in 2022. That would be Kenneth Walker III, also known as K9 in these parts. And I got to tell you, I loved everything I saw from Kenneth Walker last season as a rookie, with over 1,000 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns. Remember, he didn't even take over the starting running back role till week 5 when Rashad Penny went down, and then he just flourished from there. And I thought he got snubbed of some postseason awards, but tell you what, if he's healthy, everything, of course, knock on wood, going through the preseason, all that, and I think you're looking at, if all that goes according to plan, Kenneth Walker is going to be on track to have one of the best seasons of any running back in the National Football League. And I know that there's some of you that say, well, you drafted Zach Charbonnet. What about splitting the carries and all that? It all starts with Kenneth Walker, and then everything else evolves from there as far as I'm concerned. More from 12th Man Rising on Kenneth Walker III here. Listen to this. Yes, Kenneth Walker III ran for over 1,000 yards last season and almost reached 10 touchdowns rushing, even though he only became a full-time starter in Week 5 because of East Coast bias or because Seattle just hangs out by itself in the Pacific Northwest. Walker just didn't seem to be appreciated as much as he should have in 2022. He even lost out to the New York Jets' Garrett Wilson in AP Rookie of the Year voting in 2022, even though Walker had more total yards and 5 more touchdowns than Wilson. The disrespect, I'm telling you, folks. It's got to end now. Will Kenneth Walker III become a star this season that everybody and their mother knows? Predict it for me. Tell me in the comment section. Y for yes, N for no. Is Kenneth Walker going to be that guy or not? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Y for yes, N for no. Next up is Boye Mafe. And I got to tell you, I like Boye Mafe. And I know that when you look back at this past season, there was some flashes. But if he's going to be the player that I think he was expected to be, this year is critical. That there's got to be a major step forward. And part of it is going to be just getting on the field. That edge rusher position is very competitive when it comes to playing time. But I look at it this way. Boye Mafe, although it was limited of what we saw from him, I thought he showed some flashes, and the numbers back this up. Not just the 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, but look at this from the nerds at PFF. What have we talked about a lot over this offseason? The Seahawks' biggest issue last year was run defense. Well, Boye Mafe, I think, can help that cause. Decent number grade-wise at 72.6. Pass rush grade 74.1. Coverage grade 60.4. Defensive grade 65.8. That should all be a baseline for this year, and things only go up from there and get more snaps as far as I'm concerned. More from 12th Man Rising on Boye Mafe. Mafe only missed 3 tackles in 2022. A year in which it seemed at times the rest of the Seahawks defense forgot how to tackle. He finished with 3 sacks and 10 total quarterback pressures and still played better against the run. Now that Mafe has gotten his feet wet, he could explode in number of sacks in 2023 and get closer to 10 or more. NFL fans tend to notice when players reach double-digit sacks. That, my friends, is very, very true. So, let's play buy or sell here on Seahawks Today. Do you buy or sell the breakout campaign for Boye Mafe, where he becomes a star, a household name around the rest of the National Football League? If you buy, type B for buy. If you're selling that, type S for sell. I'm very curious how you feel one way or the other and why you feel that way. Tell me in the comments section, B for buy, S for sell, how you think Boye Mafe's breakout campaign is going to go one way or the other this year. Folks, we're talking about your Seattle Seahawks each and every day here on Seahawks Today with daily news and rumors, fan-led mailbags. We do our live shows each and every week. We also do watch parties during the season. If you love your Seattle Seahawks, then you got to subscribe to the channel. All the real members of the 12, they're subscribers here on Seahawks Today. And when news breaks, if there's a big signing, trade, injury, whatever it may be, we're going to stop whatever we're doing. We're going to bring you a video here on the channel because we want you to stay informed and alert of what's going on with your Seattle Seahawks. Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. You'll be glad you did. Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. Subscribe now for free. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. Last name on this list, we're going to stay at the edge rusher position, and that is where we find Derick Hall, the rookie the Seahawks selected in the second round out of Auburn. And I think when you look at Derick Hall, there's not only the scouting report looks good, but the numbers themselves. And we're a very data-driven company around here at Chat Sports. The numbers themselves of what he did in 12 games in college were very, very solid, with 11.5 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 60 tackles. This is a guy that was just simply all over the field for the Auburn Tigers last year. And there wasn't much to be enthusiastic about for Auburn last year other than pretty much Derick Hall. He was kind of a one-man band, basically. More from 12th Man Rising on Derick Hall. Hall is capable of being a 3-down player who can set the edge against the run, but his greatest strength to begin his career before he completely fine-tunes his array of pass rushing moves is he can simply get his hands on a blocker and use his leg strength to push a blocker back towards the quarterback. Hall will only get stronger in the NFL weight training program, but he has the natural strength to play and contribute right away. So you're looking at a guy that is just muscled up, that is a strong pass rusher. To me, that's going to be something to watch, to say the least, and should put some fear in some opposing offenses as far as that goes. So we've given you a few names here of some breakout stars to watch for in 2023. Now your chance to weigh in here on Seahawks Today. Who's going to be a breakout star? Not just a breakout within the Seahawks community, but a household name around the National Football League. Name for me a breakout star in the comments section below. Hit me up on social media. The Summer of Jones continues this week. Enjoying myself in Phoenix, but nonetheless, still keeping you updated on your Seattle Seahawks. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, all that at Tyler Jones Live. That's where you can find me, and I shall see you next time right here on Seahawks.